Hey buddy, how are you? What's up? How's it going? Good. Welcome to Miracles Everywhere, Holy Week, the week of wholeness, of innocence. The week of peace, love, bliss, no pain, no suffering. Easter is about resurrection. The opposite of crucifixion. That was the whole point, wasn't it? The whole point was we don't have to stay dead. We don't have to die. We don't have to be hurt. We don't have to be in pain. Instead, we can become stronger, better, more powerful. We can control the dream. We can reincarnate the same body, or reincarnate another body, or we can move on to higher dimensions. We can do whatever the heck we want to do, so long as we believe and focus and are certain and have confidence in that Jesus beat death. This is how I do it. If you can believe that he beat death, you can believe anything. If you have certainty, if you know, if you experience his resurrection, you can allow yourself to experience anything, including higher dimensions, higher consciousness. There's nothing at all that can get in your way. If you have a resurrection mentality. But most of us don't have this mentality. Perhaps we have it during Easter. This week, maybe this Sunday. We have to duplicate that, though, for every single day of the year. Holidays are not just so we can have fun and then bliss and joy during that moment. It's to take that holiday and bring it towards every single day of the year. And then you go back to refresh again. And you bring it to every day of the year again. And every day of the year, it gets better and better and better and better and better until eventually you're too big for this place. You're too large for this place. And so what do? You move on to bigger, better things. You move on. You lay this body aside and you take on some other magical form. And eventually you'll move on to such high levels with thought and form are immediate. They're intermingling. So much so that you have power beyond belief. Your power over the dream is beyond belief. You can't believe how much power you really have. How much joy you really have. How much bliss you really have. And then eventually God wakes you up from the dream. But not until you want to wake up. You have to want it. It's a good thing, too. Because if God didn't wake us up before we wanted to wake up, we just come right back into the dream. You know how it is when you're sleeping really hard? It doesn't make a difference what you have going on that day. You have an appointment with God. You can have an appointment with anybody, but if you're dead sleeping, man, forget about it. So, no, man, give me 2 more minutes. And of course, that's for you. 2 more minutes in sleep is like 2 more hours at least. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to hang on to resurrection. Anything is possible. Anything is possible because he got rid of the ego already. He got rid of it. He got rid of it for us. Our job is to allow him to have gotten rid of it for us. He is the one being that saved everybody by getting rid of the ego. First, I want to read this from the text first. It says, this is Palm Sunday, the celebration of victory and the acceptance of the truth. This is from Visions of Holiness, the Holy Week, section 1. For Easter is a sign of peace, not pain. A slain Christ has no meaning, but a risen Christ becomes the symbol of the Son of God's forgiveness of himself. On himself. The sign he looks upon himself as healed and whole. This is what this is about. It's about healing and wholeness. But a slain Christ, a dead Christ, he's not healed. He's dead. You can't communicate love to others. You can't express love to others unless you have a healed body. And a healed body is a body that is learning to move towards love, to move towards innocence, that has a resurrection mentality, that knows that death is a joke, anxiety is a lie. It's all just a joke and a lie. We're not meant to be here. Death does not exist as we know it. So step up. The Holy Son of God is innocent. Let no dark sign of crucifixion intervene between the journey and its purpose, between the acceptance of the truth and its expression. This week celebrate life, not death. We preach Christ resurrected. Alright, now, I want to read this over here too, because this is important. The difference between the crucifixion mentality and the resurrection mentality is about, as best as right here. I'm going to read this. This is one line or two lines. True perception. Here, knowledge is not the remedy for false perception, since being on another level they can never meet. The one true correction possible for false perception must be true perception. False perception is the crucifixion. Alone, preaching that, focusing on death and suffering and pain, and the dead Jesus. Walking around with a dead Jew on your neck. Worshipping a dead Jew, some dead Jew. No, that Jew, he's alive. And by doing that, he showed us that we don't need to worry about nothing anymore. Because he showed us that death, which we know is the ego, is a lie, it's a joke, and we don't have to worry about anything. True perception is the means by which the world is saved from sin. Isn't this from sin, which for sin doesn't even exist? Isn't Easter all about him dying on the cross, coming back to life in order to save us from sin? Well, there it is. True perception, which is what we want. We want true perception. On this Easter, think in terms of true perception or false perception. You have to pick what you want. If you pick false perception, then you're going to live in a world of sin. You will believe in sin, you will believe it exists, and you might as well be a sinner. You might as well be. Why not? You believe in it. You're trapped in that illusion. The illusion of being a sinner. You can't get away from it unless you welcome the truth. You welcome the false, you welcome the true perception. That is the means which the world is saved from sin. You see what he's doing here, Jesus, is he's reinterpreting once again the true way of looking at it. It's almost as if he has to tweak it a little bit. He has to retweak it, as it was tweaked, perhaps by the Romans or whoever put the New Testament together. Perhaps the apostles were a little bit off or something. The gospel novels, as the spirit of the universe, as Gary put it. True perception is the means by which the world is saved from sin, for sin does not exist. And it is this that true perception sees. If you want to be resurrected with Jesus, then you have to see the world as it is. It is the last time you need to have to worry about anything. He proved it. That's why you only need one person to save the world. He did it already for us. All you had to do is say, all right, I believe that. I know that's true. I experienced that now. I allowed Jesus' resurrection to become my resurrection. And when death comes knocking on my door, in the form of anxiety, in the form of misery, in the form of suffering, I'll let it bury me. I'll let it overwhelm me. I'll let it overcome me. Knowing very well that I'll be breathing again in no time. It'll feel like I'm underwater. I'll feel like I'm underwater. I'll feel like I'm being buried alive. But before I know it, I'll be breathing again. I'll be running around saying hello to my friends, walking through walls, playing jokes on Mary. I'm back here. Remember that Mary walked into the thing and she said, "Oh Lord, they took my Lord away," and he was behind her. "Oh Mary, I'm over here." Ooh. We all will one day get there. But don't kick yourself for not being there yet. Don't pretend you are there when you're not. It's easier to do that. Easier than you think. Before I go to bed at night, I always say, "Dear God, keep me humble. Keep me knowing that I don't know anything. Make that my largest knowing. And give me goofy dreams." Amen. And I very often get those goofy dreams. I wake up and I say, "Oh my goodness, what was that about?" So guys, this Easter, think in terms of the resurrection, not the crucifixion. This is not about dying. This world's not about dying. It might have been that way originally, but you walk with the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit will say this world's about living, about life. Death is the absence of life. Darkness is the absence of light. Pain is the absence of pleasure. Peace is the absence of suffering and misery. I'm so sorry, misery and suffering is the absence of peace. They have no reality. Misery is a void. Pain's a void. It's empty. It's not there. It's crying out. It's your soul crying out for what it needs to survive. Pleasure. It doesn't need it as if it doesn't have it. It needs to access it. It needs to be. You need to look at it. You need to see it. You need to consciously work with it. And you do that by letting go of the negativity, which is not there. Negativity doesn't exist, you know. It's negative and positive. Negativity is the absence of positive energy. So you let go of the lies. You let go of the baloney. Let go of the nonsense. You let go of truth. You let go of 1 + 1 is 4. And you 1 + 1 is 2. And then once you do that, the law, the truth, bears no grudges. God bears no grudges. The minute you get it right, you're in. The minute you found out 1 + 1 was 2 as a kid, you were in. There was no grievances. The law of mathematics didn't say to you, you stupid. So it took you long enough. Truth is truth. And truth just patiently waits for you to come by, come in. Draws you close to it. Draws you in. So I would suggest everybody this Easter, let go, and you do that by welcoming the negativity. Don't run away from it. Don't push it away. Let it attack you. Let it bury you. Let the pictures that you don't want to look at, let the memories you don't want to look at, because they're imposing and pinching, and they hurt to look at. Let yourself look at it. If you do this, you'll see what's really there. You'll see that what's really there is hardly anything at all. It's like looking at an atom. There's really nothing there. When you're looking at an atom, there's hardly anything really there at all. You're looking around, you're in empty space. Everything's really not even here. Even scientifically speaking, if you're looking at it, doesn't really exist. It's all like moving very fast. Well, the same thing with negativity and bad feelings. There's nothing there. There's nothing there at all. All your problems, if you look at them real closely, all your issues, all your memories, there's nothing there to worry about. You know how you know? Because Jesus Christ beat death. Literally. This man was dead for 3 days. And he beat it. And holy smoke, imagine that. Up to that point, the baddest thing that happened was Moses beating death. It was pretty cool too, right? All this Pharaoh after him and all that. So he just parts the sea. That's pretty cool. But beating death, literally beating death, not figuratively, like, getting away from an army. I mean, they meet in heaven, when he gets, they'll be buddies for sure. The point is that Jesus Christ proves himself pretty well, pretty good. And his message is clear. We are much higher. We can be like him. But, baby steps. Turtle it up. Be turtles. Go slow and steady. As long as you're moving forward. And you're always moving forward. But when you don't know it, you might as well not be. When you don't know you're moving forward, you're in the dream. And you don't know it. When you know you're moving forward, you know you're in the dream. And when you've had enough, when you've had enough of the whole thing, you'll have your final resurrection. Out of this mess. Into life itself. Into oneness again. When this place becomes a playground that's they were way too old for. So what are you going to do then? You're going to ask to be woken up. By that time, it's okay. You're almost up anyhow. When you're sleeping, when you're about to wake up anyhow, you push the person. Hey, wake up! And you wake up nicely. You wake up all calm, a good night's sleep. Well, that's what's going to happen. We might have had nightmares, but now by the time we wake up, no more nightmares. It's a good dream by that point. By that point, we've had great dreams. We've had great feelings. We've had great love in our lives. We can do anything we want. By that point, we're omnipotent beings again. We're all powerful again. And when we wake up, we'll wake up slowly and confidently and relaxed and peacefully. Back to oneness. Back to love. Back to joy. But beyond even the most highest that we can get in this ego realm, which is pretty high. When this whole world unravels and we enter the higher levels of existence, higher dimensions. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Resurrection Day. This is one of the best holidays because it's really every day is Happy Resurrection Day. If every day you say, thank you for resurrecting Jesus, thank you very much. I mean, think about it. Jesus is here with us now. He didn't just resurrect. He stuck around. The writers of the New Testament, despite their sloppiness here and there, when he ascended up to heaven, I think one of the things that you can take metaphorically from that, you can take it literally too if you like. Metaphorically, he ascended into your hearts, into our minds. And if you open up to that, you can receive him. You can receive the Spirit if you want to be more impersonal, which is also perfectly legitimate. If you want to be more personal, you can call him Jesus. And if you feel that's too Christian for you, you can call him whatever you want to call him. Jesus is just easier. On Easter, it's good to remember that we're not born to die. It's pretty clear that Jesus knew beforehand that he was going to beat death. He was just waiting for those 3 days to be up. Here's something funny. If he died on a Friday and he was raised on a Sunday, that's 2 days. Just put that out there. Good Friday and Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. He rose on the second day. Whatever. Third day is more important. Three is a better number than 2 in the Bible. The course is pretty clear. There's nothing helpful about focusing on his death, except for the fact that it leads to our reality, a higher reality, a reality that gives love, a reality that expresses love, the reality of the channel which receives love from others only for one reason: to give it away to others. I will receive love from you, but I'm a channel, so that love comes into my channel and comes right out. And therefore, and then I'll check more people so I can give more love, and I can give more love out to people. And my soul gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. My soul is like a big magnet, and it brings love to it. But also I can give it away. And how you get that love from other people is you focus on giving love. And if you are giving love, then you know you've got the love to give. And if you have the love to give, then you've got the love from other people. Because the love doesn't fall out of the sky. It comes through people. It comes through people. Even if you're alone, it comes from people. Everyone's affected by people. There are no private thoughts. Your thoughts affect people even if they're 10,000 miles away. Be happy. We've been saved. You've been saved. I've been saved. Saved from a world that's trying to beat us down and tell us that we're all going to be dead one day. And if anything, at best, we'll be here all the time. We'll be here for the rest of the time on this planet, in this realm, in this dense realm, in this ego realm, where ego's in charge most of the time. Every once in a while, we have to get a glimpse of absolute peace, but only every once in a while. Most of the time, we don't. We should be happy that we are the resurrection people. And we're not burying other people with our course. We don't show it up there wazoo. We're not course thumpers. We're gentle. Hey, you know what? Death is a lie. Death is a dream. This whole life is a dream. And when you die, you don't die. It's been proven. It's been proven. Put that on a shirt. It's been proven. God bless you all. And I love everybody. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter.
killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach? Would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us. There's some guidance from above. People got